Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers! Tiki here. And he's gone. Okay, so sorry about that, folks. I'm sure Jacob will be back on it in a little bit. Welcome to Tiki's Universe! That's right, folks. It is the show where we recap and respawn to, it's like we try to do all things in the animated realm, but let's face it, there's only so many hours in the day, so many days in a week, and, Jacob?
Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good, man. Don't worry about it.
My window crashed.
Oh, dude, I've been having that problem recently, too. I hear you. I feel you. All right, so
Jacob, sorry, folks. JacobWile here, too.
Yep. All right, so Jacob, tonight we are talking about the next two episodes in this this marathon of new Star vs. Forces of Evil content. We've got kind of a nice pairing of episodes thematically. We've got Demonciscm and then Sophomore Slump, kind of both. I put in the episode description for this. It's basically the ending of one relationship and then the rekindling of another. Hello? Okay.
For sure.
All right, Jay, it seems like, Jacob, are you having connection issues?
No, I responded to what you said.
I'm sorry, kind of lagged. Yeah, sorry, folks. Hangout hasn't been giving me problems in like months, but now I guess, now is the time. Yeah, happens sometimes. Anyways, so Jacob, what was your overall opinion on this set of episodes?
They were interesting to say the least. Finally got to see Margot after an absence of several episodes.
Mm-hmm. He did have that very brief cameo a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, he wasn't even in yesterday's episode.
But more importantly, Jacob, we finally get some more Ferguson and Alonso. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just the people the fandom's been clamoring for.
Oh God, I was saying to Jacob off there, I was like, I literally liked Ferguson and Alonso better when they were like an unseen joke in season 2. Like, Ferguson and Alonso, I know we haven't hung out this whole year, but I see you guys just in the background, just doing your thing.
The series is true OTP.
So yeah, Jacob, like I said, very interesting kind of pairing of episodes here thematically. It to quote George Lucas, it's like poetry. It rhymes. So I guess let's start with Demonciscm. Demoncism, how is this for you?
That's quite interesting to say the least. They definitely ramped up some interesting stakes for this episode.
Sure. Can I just say this season has been by far the best use of Ponyhead so far, I think.
Yeah, they're definitely utilizing her to the best of their abilities here.
Like, I'm really liking how Ponyhead is becoming more and more integrated into the show.
Yeah, it's like they're utilizing her character traits in different ways. Like, most of the time it's just like she's there for someone to start to talk to. That's pretty much the role she's fulfilling, but she works it well.
Yeah, but they're also kind of developing different shades of her, albeit rather shallow personality, I'll admit, but that's kind of always been the joke of her character. So this episode, I freaking love everything with her and Seahorse. Oh God, Jacob, I ate that up like Glossaric eats pudding. I was loving it. Oh my God, it was all so good, Jacob. Oh God, that was some of the best comedy in the whole season so far, I thought.
It's the guy with and especially behind the counter.
Yes. Oh God. So so of course it's a great setup and payoff, right? Where you have the you see the video of this this evil ex-boyfriend, this Seahorse character who's saying this, this really, it barely qualifies as a song. It's basically just him raging out at the camera. Oh, he was just so cute and it's so sensitive. I'm sorry, I don't do a good Jenny Slate impression.
Oh yeah, he was so sweet.
He was always a romantic type, And then of course we see the guy, and what's he like, Jacob?
He's basically completely obsessed with interdimensional cellular devices.
Well, I mean, pretty much he's just like a corporate drone. He's like a stock, like, geeky salesman type.
Yeah, and it's like one makes you wonder what Ponyhead did to him.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure what it was trying to imply, though, Jacob, in terms of the plot, is it was post-Demoncism.
I know, but it still makes you wonder what drove Ponyhead, what Ponyhead did to him to drive him to do all that.
Right. So, Jacob, the second that Ponyhead starts crying rainbow tears, I lost it.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh God, I was cracking up, Jacob. I was rolling. I mean, Jenny Slate. I mean, goddamn, she really is a great voice actress, man. I gotta say, I gotta give her prop. I mean, all the voice acting in the show is good, but I think Jenny Slate is she's becoming a real standout with her comedic chops here.
Oh yeah, girl.
And that's not the only great Ponyhead bit we get in this episode. We also get the bit where she's like, she's distracting like the evil cult of Demonciscm with like, okay, so we have to go over some scheduling things.
It's like who wants to? Yeah, all right. Who wants to vote on the next year's color? I'm like maroon. Does anybody vote for maroon?
Oh God.
One guy actually goes for like, okay, is that not your thing, man?
Oh, all right. We got one standout. Okay.
Oh God.
And of course, on the way out, she's all like, all right, now I want to have some variety in what you bring to the potluck. All right. Like, I don't want to just see a bunch of chips.
Like, it's amazing that they didn't like try and get rid of her.
Right. No, I mean, to the contrary, Jacob, when Star pushes her out, like one of the Demonciscm is like, you go, yeah.
Oh God.
So somehow Ponyhead's like an inept breed of like, vapid valley girlness just rubbed off on these Demoncisms.
Which is really interesting. The Demoncisms themselves are pretty interesting too.
Yeah, I really like their design.
Well, yeah, they were pretty cool. They definitely got a whole cult vibe.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely with the cult vibe for sure. All right, and I guess Star and Tom. I mean, it's mostly just kind of like a payoff to what we set up with the with the dance episode. But I thought this was a really like a much better episode than the dance episode. I thought
it definitely pays off quite well. I mean, and all that. It's like with the whole and I got the gag that leads to the picture on the left here with the whole like, all right, post that tree harder, girl.
Again, Jenny Slate,
Not
man,
that
she's
hard.
just really delivering this episode.
Like, not that hard.
Oh, good. I hate trees. I'm sorry, Jacob. I just feel like I'm doing a bad Wally Bogue from the Tiki Room when I'm doing Jenny Slate. I feel bad. I'm not doing it justice. Senors and senoritas, please place your eyes into the center of the room that is. We present the enchanted fountain. Anyways.
I'm not doing much better either. Like, hey, girl.
Well, we're trying, folks. We're trying. Oh God. I don't know, Jacob.
Was actually
anything like? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Before we learned the truth on the whole thing, the Demoncism was actually pretty freaky.
Yeah, it was. And of course, it's just like such a. What's interesting though? Kind of a visual cue that I caught. I'm not sure if this means anything, but like the veins popping out of Tom's arm and his face and everything very much reminded me of the of Moon's arm.
I didn't quite catch that, but that is interesting.
I mean, like I said, I doubt it means much. I'm just saying, like it's like it kind of makes me wonder if like Eclipse is kind of dabbling in the same dark magic that Tom has in him. I don't know. Who knows?
And notice it was able to it was able to restrain him too. Like very few things are able to restrain him, and it did very well briefly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It actually did briefly hold him back.
Okay, so I guess the only other thing to talk about then is
which means even the Colt's magic isn't to be taken lightly.
right. Okay, so yeah, I guess Star and Tom, if anything, I mean, they're not, they're definitely on their way to becoming a couple again.
I was like, what? No.
Right. But you know what? Like as much as we want the whole Starco of it all and everything, like I don't know. Like I do appreciate that Tom is making such a genuine effort to better himself. You know what I mean? Like it's genuine character development on his part.
Well, yeah, I do like that.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. And of course, given the way that this episode is paired with ends, it's like, oh boy, tension. All right.
It's like I was like, just should I like go forward with it because it's kind of spoilery, maybe. Like my thought was like, it's like Marco would realize what he really feels for Star, only for her to be together with Tom at the time.
Yep.
Like a reversal of season 2.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Now that you mention it, you're right. All right.
It's like I hope that. But now on to Sophomore Slump.
Yeah, Sophomore Slump. Yes. Which for me was kind of like the goodbye episode for the for the Echo Creek cast. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I don't know if they really get rid of Echo Creek permanently, but
I mean, I'm sure we'll see Marco's parents still. I'm just saying, like, especially like the fact that they felt the need to drag Ferguson and Alfonso out of the closet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like that to me felt like, okay, these characters are kind of just like lingering around. We need to have like some sort of resolution to them. I don't know. I definitely think this is going to be, if not the end of Jackie, definitely like the end of this whole arc with Jackie. I mean, I'm sure we'll see her again in the future of the show, but I don't know. This might be it for her, at least in season 3.
We still have a lot to go in this season. I mean, I highly doubt we've seen the last of any of these characters.
You're right. I mean, the end of the episode just has such a finality to it, though. I mean, I'm sure you're right. It's just, I don't know. Like, it feels like we're at least going on an arc. Then again, that arc is probably like, if I'm guessing, it might just take up like, like tomorrow's episodes and then next week episodes, and then like by the time this show comes back again, Marco will be back on Earth. I mean, who knows?
Who knows? We'll see. Because we don't want to lose Marco's parents.
Well, no, you don't want to lose Marco's parents, and I also don't want to lose Jana either. I really don't want to lose Jana. I thought she was a great foil for Star in season 2. Really, I really didn't like her in season 1. Like, we've been over this. She grew on me a lot in season 2, and she's been growing on me even more in season 3. And I really don't want to go a long stretch of episodes without seeing her. So I'm kind of worried about that. Like, I'm more worried about Jana than I am about, Jackie Lynn, because I feel like the storyline with Jackie is, like I said, it's kind of wrapped up. It's kind of complete. Whereas I feel like Jana, she's got a lot of, she's got some unresolved stuff with Marco. And I think she really pairs, like I said, she pairs super well with Star. So we'll see how it goes. I'd actually like to see Jana go to Muni at some point. That'd be a fun twist.
That'd be a field day for her.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe that's how we'll get her back into the pod, as she kind of like sneaks into Muni somehow. Who knows? All right.
If you notice, like, besides Marco, she was the only human in the title screen end to end. So.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a good point. That's a really good point, actually. Good catch, Jacob.
It had Star, Marco, Tom, and Kelly. The green-haired girl.
Right.
So, I mean, unless they're just like throwing random characters onto there, that implies that she might be playing a larger role. Who knows?
Well, I mean, we could definitely see how Tom is becoming a more prominent character this season, and of course, with the storyline with Marco, I'm sure that'll bear a lot of plot fruit, if you will. So yeah, definitely exciting. Definitely looking forward to seeing how that pays out. So
one more thing I can say, I like how Jackie and Marco's relationship ended amicably.
This is like one of the best written breakups I have ever seen, to tell you the truth. I mean, I don't know, that might be hyperbolic, but like Jacob, I've been binging through Friends recently, and Friends, it's like those characters like come and go through so many different relationships, and the breakups are always like handled so silly and so cheekily. Oh God, this is how you write a breakup, Jacob. This is how you write. I'm kind of gushing here. Like, this episode wasn't like big or flashy by any means, and I don't think it's the best episode by any stretch, because I think some of it gets kind of repetitive, like, all right, I get it. Marco's obsessed with the cape. Like, everyone's kind of annoyed by it. You know what I mean? But, oh God, that last scene with Jackie was... What?
So, yeah. As I was saying, no, you will never hear me say croissant again.
Croissant, oh God. Yes. That was a really fun bit with Marco's mom.
Like, I was the croissant girl.
Oh God.
But yeah, going back, sorry to interrupt your poignancy.
No, yeah. I mean, like I said, this episode, it really isn't the best episode of the show by any stretch, or even one of the best of the season, but just that one standalone scene with Jackie, that one breakup scene is, it got to me, Jacob. I mean, it really kind of elevates the rest of the episode for me.
I mean, what really sold it for me was like, I mean, it's like, you're my best friend, Jackie. He's like, we both know that's not true.
Yes. I mean, that's easy writing, but it's effective. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, I mean, the thing was, like, she was happy. I mean, she was probably sad, but she was like, she understood it and wasn't, attacking Marco. I mean, that's what I like.
No, not at all. That's what I love so much about the way this breakup was written, is that it wasn't mutual on Marco's part, but it was just like, it was such a learning experience for him. I don't know, just like having gone through kind of a painful breakup myself, over the past summer, I gotta say, this was definitely more satisfying than anything I got. So, so I don't know, maybe got a little too personal there, but whatever.
At least yours had mine didn't even officially end. I just lost contact with mine.
Technically, mine didn't even officially end either, but I don't want to. Let's not talk about that. Woo!
Sorry.
It's
fine.
I'm just saying, if you want to get technical about it, but anyways.
but technically, we didn't even discuss the ending of Demonciscm.
Well, I mean, the ending of Demoncism is basically just Star and Tom kind of getting together, the handhold at the end. Pretty much.
And the whole anger and the whole demon thing that was basically anticlimactic.
In a way, it was anticlimactic, but I feel like it was also good growth on Tom's character, because it was like, and you know what? I gotta say, like, it was kind of it was sort of relatable in a way where it's like, if you've ever been through like bullshit with hospitals or doctors, and having to get a bunch of surgeries. I don't know. Like, I have family members who are in that position, so I found that moment to be kind of relatable. Like, what? I just went through this like super painful procedure, and now you're telling me I have thousands more of them? So
he must have some. He really does have some serious anger problems.
Right. One other thing I want to hit on with Sophomore Slump, Jacob. This arguably might be the most likable that Sensei has ever been.
Oh yeah, it's like even he was being annoyed by Marco at this point.
No, it's not that he's annoyed by Marco. It's that he gets personally offended by Marco. Like, he's got that pathetic like towel that he's wearing as a cape, and then Marco, Marco's being as sensitive as he can, but he's like, I kind of earned this. And Sensei, he just goes off on a rant. And Jacob, what I love about this betrayal of Sensei, which I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've seen Sensei in season 3, right? I'm pretty sure. Well, anyways, what I like about this version of Sensei compared to the season 2 version of Sensei is that the writers, I think, are probably aware that Sensei is not a very likable character and that he's like a huge man child, and they definitely like played that up this episode. You know what I mean? Well, all right. It seems like Jacob is Jacob, you there, buddy? You there? Yeah, sorry folks. I think we lost him. But but yeah, that was like literally the only other point I wanted to make is that Sensei I really ragged on Sensei in season 2, folks. Like the Sensei centric episodes were like not only my least favorite episodes of season 2, but probably my least favorite episodes of the entire season, or I mean the entire series, like season 1 and 2. So yeah, that really just good to see the character, like, if not be likable, at least be funny and somewhat entertaining. Step in the right direction, I thought. So like I said, in terms of Sophomore Slump, it's not the best episode, but I do think the Jackie breakup scene is one of the best scenes of the season, maybe one of the best scenes of the series, just in terms of like the interpersonal type stuff. And looking forward to seeing how it goes. Of course, that big cliffhanger, like Marco's going back to Muni to be with Star when, Star is with Tom, like very, speaking of Friends, you know what I mean? It's very like, oh boy, shenanigans, what's going to happen now? So we will see. Jacob?
Oh, and I'm back. Sorry, my computer crashed.
Oh shit, dude, you better get that looked at. Anyways, it's all good, Jacob. I was just wrapping up. So Jacob, do we have episode descriptions for tomorrow's episodes yet?
I did, but they're on my browser, and I don't have it open right now.
Okay. Is it on the wiki?
Yes.
Okay. You want to give your final thoughts, and then I'll pull up the wiki really quick.
All right, I really did. I did like these episodes. As you said, they probably weren't the best we've seen in this season, or even of this week. But they really did have some poignant moments. I mean, especially considering the end is like they really did like a progression of basically a progression of relationships, even if one of them was a breakup.
Mm-hmm.
It was really believable for the show, and it was really interesting to see how these characters are moving forward. And I just love one thing I can just really tell. Like I like Raphael's reaction to Mark. Is this even legal?
yes, right. Oh god, and I like that solution too, because of course it's kind of been a question mark. Like, how are they going to write Marco into season 2? Well, of course he's going to be like the foreign exchange student, just like, or I'm sorry, season 3 rather. He's going to be the foreign exchange student, just like Star was in season 1.
That's a completely logical solution.
All right. Also, Jacob, you might have missed it, but the point I was making with Sensei was that I feel like the writers know how disliked he was in season 2, and so they're basically like playing up his negative qualities to like a comedic degree.
But yeah, I do see
that. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Perfect timing. Let me see. Okay, so Lint Catcher, the synopsis for that is Knight of the Wash, Sir Lavabo, gets a familiar squire. Huh, okay.
Okay, I wonder who the familiar squire is.
Maybe Rubariot?
Rubarium, maybe it could be Marco, or it could be even Ludo.
Oh god, it could be Ludo. Oh god, that'd be a trip. Anyways, the next episode
I highly doubt that.
No, that would be a twist, though. Oh god. Oh man. Okay, and the next episode is Trial by Squire, which seems like whoever the Squire is going to be, they're going to kind of have a major role going forward. But the synopsis for that is Star prepares for the Midnight Warrior blowout sale at Quest Buy. So it's basically a Black Friday episode. Oh god.
But The name Trial by Squire, I was like more expecting it to be something about Eclipse's trial.
Yeah, I know. I thought so too. We'll see how they handle that. Like, I wonder when we're gonna get back to that plot line. Anyways. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been fun. We'll be back tomorrow night with the last of this week's episodes and the recap and all that. In the meantime, be sure to tune in next time. We'll get a little weird and a little wild yet again. Haven't said that in a while.